Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Poland Daily Travel. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. We have in the studio Artur Gorniewski, who's been our guest for previous few programs and other programs in the past. And I hope more in the future, at least a couple more on this particular series. Artur, good to see you. We've been discussing Switzerland. We've been discussing Memorial Day and the Battle of the Bulge. We've been discussing also Granada and Seville, fantastic Andalusia. I think we should talk a little bit about Moorish influence, and it's nowhere more in evidence than in Cordoba.
Yes, It's my mission to talk about Moorish history of the Iberian Peninsula, just as my job originates from talking about the Jewish history of Warsaw.
Right.
Then, when I go to Spain, I want to make sure that people know how this amazing networking community from Arabic Peninsula to Iberian Peninsula could share their knowledge, like modern internet, and construct these amazing things like the Mezquita. When you go to Cordoba, you enter Mezquita, and you cannot believe what you see. These columns are never-ending. Just when you see Mines of Moria of the Lord of the Rings, which were made by animation creator people, you see columns that are literally never-ending. So that's the Mezquita. And then in the middle...
What does it mean, Mezquita?
Mezquita
Why is it there? Is it a temple?
Mezquita is the Muslim temple.
It's a temple. Okay.
Yes.
But it's a vast temple.
Yes, it's not very high. It's like 2 floors high building, so it's not very high, but it's vast. And then when the Christian rule came, particularly in 1492, King Ferdinand in March signed a decree where all the Muslim people must live in half a year, or they could become Christian. But
when was this? What year, do we know?
1492.
The same year as Columbus was.
Yes.
Off in the.
Yes, because that's the. During that time, also Queen Isabella had a couple of meetings with Christopher Columbus when she agreed that he can go on a trip to find another way to India, because the Spain couldn't go south, just as Portugal already did, and Bartolomeo Diaz, who already found the southern pass around Africa to India, that was only Portuguese could do it at the time. And they signed the proper papers with Spain. So Spain had to find another way. So they decided to go straight to the west. And that's how Columbus found over then first Dominicana. Now, when Spain was going through transformation and going back to its Christian roots, as the Reconquista says, the Jewish and Moorish history very quickly finished. So we have amazing, remarkable
We had the
monuments.
Inquisition, didn't you?
The Inquisition was better known in France and Germany. In Spain, it was Reconquista. So going back to the Christian roots, which were, by the way, brought
What centuries are we talking
by
about?
the Germanic tribes. When Roman Empire invited from Germanic tribes from Romania to Spain as a kind of gift, so not to fight with them anymore. And then we have really also interesting cities left, like Baella Claudia, that was established by the Romans, and then
there's deep Roman
Germany.
roots. If you remember, even in Gladiator, the popular film.
The Spaniard, right? Who was brought from Spain. The first city conquered by Roman Empire was Tarragona, just south from Barcelona. You have amazing Roman roots over there. And why Tarragona? Because of the salt. Till today, the Tarragona salt is really amazing. Okay. So that's what we want to talk about the Moorish legacy. So
where did the Moors come from, though?
So there were 2 Arabic Muslim nations that were entering Iberian Peninsula. Ones were from the Arabic Middle East region, and the other one were the inhabitants of Africa, from territory of Mauritania, so the Moors. And there were caliphates in territory
They're
of
coming from Morocco. Yeah.
also from Morocco.
And Tunisia and
Also, yes,
this,
like-
the Barbary countries, they called them.
as well, yes.
By the United States.
So there were caliphates in territory of Spain. Sometimes caliphates were fighting with each other, but the strongest caliphate and the most important was in Cordoba. That's why Cordoba had the biggest mezquita. So when Christians found this mezquita, they say, okay, now destroy the central section of mezquita and build the biggest church possible.
What was it modeled on, this mezquita? You said it was very low. It's
Yes,
very low.
and they squeezed in Christian Catholic cathedral inside that mezquita. So when you enter mezquita, you see something far away, and that's the Christian cathedral inside the mezquita.
Which is
over there.
sticking, which is
Is
up like a
sticking.
normal
Yes, so you
cathedral.
see it from outside.
That's
there.
Cordoba
That's Cordoba.
Cathedral, the one they talked
That's
about.
Cordoba Cathedral, and
Wow.
and there is
You describe it so well. I want to go.
you should, and there is
Yeah.
also Punta Romana, very interesting ancient Roman bridge.
Yeah.
Which is still there. So there is one place where you can take a photo with Punta Romana, Mezquita, and the Cordoba Cathedral.
Fantastic.
Beautiful picture.
Thank you very much, Artur. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow night.